Welcome, my friends, to Depression to Expression. My name is Ste Marie, helping you take control of your mental health in a non-judgmental, trying to be fun kind of way. Listen, if you don't know my story, I used to deal with depression for a lot of years. Anxiety, debilitating anxiety for a lot of years. I want to talk to you about something that not many people, I'd say most people, don't know. It should be freaking common knowledge. It should be. And I'm pissed off that it's not. So I want to talk to you about that. But let's think about, first of all, this model of care when it comes to mental health and mental illness. All right? If you didn't listen to my podcast with Dr. Amen, if you didn't listen to my podcast, I have so many great doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, naturopaths. Go check out the podcast. All the links are in the description. Everything you need to know is there, man, to literally change your life and move it in a positive direction. The model of care that we have is if you're extremely depressed, okay? First of all, you can't advocate for yourself. You're going to trust your doctor. So we talk about talk therapy, right? Hands up if you've done it, if you think about it. I don't know if you've done it, it's great. Talk therapy mixed with medication, of course. And what we're told is that this is the gold standard for healing, for recovery. But guess what, man? Depression's on the rise. Anxiety's on the rise. We doing something wrong? Are we doing something right? Sure, but we're doing a lot wrong and we're not doing enough. And the public doesn't know about this. Knowledge exchange between professional to professional, naturopath to psychiatrist, psychiatrist to family doctor to chiropractor, chiropractor to physiotherapist, client to client, patient to patient. Knowledge exchange sucks. We, as the patients, we as society, need to now advocate for ourselves. And we need to do the research for ourselves because doctors, psychiatrists don't have the time. They're seeing patients for 15 minutes and they have to kick them out. And sometimes there's an incentive, as I spoke with Dr. Amen on my podcast. There's an incentive for psychiatrists to see more patients because they get more money at the end of the year. So this is very difficult for people to get the right information. And this is something that you really don't know about depression, anxiety. Hold on, I'm getting there. But it really makes me angry. Because a lot of us feel helpless in the moment of depression, anxiety. Like, I've been there, man. I know what it's like. You can't do anything. I can barely call a doctor because I'm so freaking anxious. I can't even pick up the phone because I'm so damn depressed. We don't know what we should know when it comes to these illnesses. So the more I'm teaming up with people that think outside the box when it comes to health, the more I'm realizing that I used to think naturopathic medicine was a conspiracy and pharmaceuticals was just the way to go. Turns out there's a hell of a lot more options out there. And I'd like to share one of them with you today. Mind-gut connection. Did you know that 80 to 95% of serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter, serotonin, the things antidepressants are supposed to increase in? Different kind of video there. But 80 to 95% of this serotonin is made right here, right in my tanned skin, right there, man. It's made right in there. It's made there. And what do? We destroy our guts, this beautiful body that we've been given. We don't treat it with respect. We don't sleep enough, or then we oversleep. We eat garbage food. We don't exercise. Now, there's this beautiful study out of UCLA where they studied this microbiome, 100 trillion cells in our gut. 100 trillion. You can't even fathom that number. 100 trillion. We need to take care of these things. And what happens is, of course, we're like, hey, serotonin, take an antidepressant, increase serotonin here, right? We focus on this. This is the problem with depression. This is the problem with anxiety. No, this is the challenge. All of this we need to work with, man. All of it. So this study at UCLA studied the effects of antidepressants on the microbiome, and turns out it actually decreases, depending on the antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication, decreases the production of serotonin in the gut. So you're taking something that's supposed to make you feel better, and why do antidepressants not work for a lot of people and exercise and placebo works better? It's because it's actually decreasing serotonin in your gut. It's not doing anything for you. If you know what cup this is, please comment. You know what cup this is? I'm a simple man. I've had this cup for about 10 years. It's from an infomercial. Okay. So this is what we don't talk about when in our model of care and mental illness, right? Like, okay, guys, listen, I do coaching, okay? If you want to learn about coaching and talk to me one-on-one, just the link's in the description for my website. Listen, or my email, sorry. People talk to me mostly about anxiety, and we have an awesome chat. It's like, okay, how you doing? I'm feeling anxious. Oh, tell me about it. Like, tell me the story. Let's go back. How many years do you want to go back? Yesterday? An hour ago? 10 years from now? Let's talk. And are you going to therapy? Yes. Cool. You taking medication? Yes. Cool. What are you eating? Well, I can't start my day without a coffee. What? No, please. No. A coffee. Damn. I love coffee way more than you might think. I am obsessed with coffee. I had to kick it. I had to stop it because of what it was doing to my gut, right? Squeezes those adrenal glands on top of your kidneys and you feel anxious through the day, have trouble sleeping at night. Caffeine stays in your body for 8 to 10 hours and you're wondering why you feel anxious for the whole day. See, people can't even make that connection between caffeine and anxiety, sugar and anxiety. You're still drinking Coca-Cola and you have anxiety? Knowledge exchange. People don't know these things. Don't feel bad for not knowing these things. It's the fault of science. It's the fault of the internet. What do we use the internet for? We scroll through our social media feeds looking at people we went to high school with, right? We go to pornhub.com to look at some ass and titties. Is that productive? So a part of me is very empathetic and sympathetic to people who deal with this stuff. But then I'm like, okay, we got to advocate for ourselves. Once you can tread water a bit, you got to take your health to the next level. And the next level is the mind-body connection. The next level is the mind-butt connection. That's also one too. Actually, it all makes sense. Yes, mind-gut is of course the mind-butt connection. It's all good. Colon health. Keep that in check. But when it comes to antidepressants and talk therapy, that's two things. There's a million other things you can do. Throughout the past 12 years, man, I've learned a lot about depression and anxiety, which is why I am where I am today. And what's funny, if you've made it this far in the video, what's funny is I'm a very private person. I share about 1%, half a percent of my life on social media, right? I don't share everything. In fact, I got off antidepressants after 12 years. Most people don't even know what I do on a daily basis to maintain my mental health. People don't know how I actually got off antidepressants in the first place. You know a bit about my diet. You know what I mean? I have a beautiful recipe for myself. I've learned so much over the past 12 years. I'm going to be sharing it more with you over the next month or so. But there's so much to learn. There's so much to do. There's so much information out there. Go get it. Go get it. Stay strong, keep being you, express yourself. Links in the description for the study from UCLA, which is really interesting. The podcasts that I absolutely love. That's where I spend my time, interviewing some amazing people. And stay strong, keep being you, express yourself, my friends.